Scotty, first, just how it feels, just how it is back on the practice field, and how you feel, especially getting ready towards getting back to the game.
Yeah, I feel really good. It's been a tough 5-6 weeks, whatever it was. But definitely feels good to get back out there, compete with the guys, and just getting back to work feels good.
Specifically, it was just kind of a turf toe. Is that what
I think that was the main prognosis. But I tore a couple things in there, little bone chipped off, so a couple different things in my foot. I didn't think it was going to be as serious as it was, but it turned out to be pretty bad. But just grateful to be able to be back this year and help the team.
You tore something off. Did you have to have surgery or anything, or no?
No, I did not have to have surgery. That's something we kind of talked about and discussed, but fortunately, I didn't have to do that.
God, right?
Yeah.
Right or left?
It's my right.
What did it feel like when you tried to walk or run initially?
Pretty painful. I did it in the Rams game. It was like in the first or second quarter or something. Actually, my first catch of the year this year, so it was pretty unfortunate. But yeah, it was just uncomfortable. I couldn't really push off my toe. But luckily now it's back to normal. So.
What have you been able to do in practice, and kind of what do you need to still do before you're ready to test it in a game?
Yeah, really just prove that I'm ready to the coaches and everybody. It's different going through rehab and everything, but then to get out there and actually, get in the huddle and to run the plays. So just prove to everybody and myself that I'm 100% ready to go.
What's it been like for you being away from this team and watching this offense, even with key pieces being out for some games like Gronk and AB, to watch them really, pick up where you guys left off last year and perform the way they have? What's that been like for you watching that kind of from afar?
Yeah, it's been awesome to watch these guys. I mean, one thing we pride ourselves in is next man up, and just we have so much depth on this roster at whatever position, as you guys know. So we know if anybody's out, we know the next guy's going to step up and do just as good. You saw Cyril last against the Saints had that big touchdown. You never know who it's going to be, but guys are stepping up all over the place, and that's what you need to be a good football team.
All that said, AD looks like he's going to be a little longer. So, to have somebody who's played in the many places you have is critical at this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I hope to come back and be able to make those plays again this year. So as many guys as we can get back when a guy like AB's out, or with Gronk out potentially again this week, who knows? But yeah, as many guys as we can get back healthy that have experience, that always helps.
What's it like when you are out for that period of time? You have a quarterback like Tom who relies so much on repetition. What is it like trying to kind of rebuild, I guess, that rhythm and that connection with them? Is that really a process, or the guy like him, his ball placement is just so good? Is it really just does it come back?
A little bit. I think it comes pretty quick. Like you said, he's the best to ever do it. So he right when I got back, right when really anyone gets back, he hardly misses any throws at all in practice or in the game. So, but like you said, he loves repetition. He loves doing stuff over and over again until it's perfect. So the more reps I'll be able to get out there with him, only help for Sundays.
Ultimately, I guess the coaching staff, trainers, yourself will decide what happens this Sunday. Do you think there's a pretty good chance that you could possibly play, or things don't rush?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to play, but I wish I could have played the week after the Rams. I always want to play. Yeah, I mean, we'll just see how practice goes. Today was a good day out there on the field. We'll see how tomorrow goes, how Friday goes, and, the coaches and the trainers will make a decision. And I'm just going to go out there, keep working hard, and show that I'm ready to go.
Do you follow, transactions and, at this level, could it be OBJ or, you know what I mean? Or do you try not to even follow that and just, get healthy?
Yeah, I mean, naturally you see that stuff, on social media, but I try not to think about any of that. Especially, it's just hard getting all these big names. You said OBJ, all these receivers. You can't get that in your head, especially for a guy in my position. You just got to work hard and just be ready for your opportunities when they come. Keep your head down and just work.
It seems like every game, someone on offense, there's one guy that really steps up, whether it's Mike or Chris or AB. So as you're working back to get healthy, you have that in your head at all? Like, all right, it might not be right now, but week 15, my moment's going to come and I can make the big play. It's more of a marathon, not a sprint type of situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I know at some point it's coming my way. That's what I think. Whenever in practice, if I'm not getting the ball in the game, I always try and stay ready because at some point it's going to come my way and I got to be ready. You can't sit there and be frustrated and get upset that it's not right now. because if that's your mindset that you're not going to make the play when you get that chance. And in this league, you don't get many chances, so you gotta be ready and take advantage of everyone that comes your way.
Is that what last year kind of taught you? Because remember you had that groin issue and like we didn't kind of see you, and then all of a sudden like week 13, that was it. Like that. I mean that play, a lot of people felt like changed the direction of your season. Did you kind of teach you that?
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, last year I learned a lot, after having a hot start to the year, playing a lot, making a lot of plays, and then the groin thing and, just not getting as many reps there in the middle of the year. That kind of taught me that. And you can't take the sport for granted. You never know when, you're not going to be able to play again. There's so many good players everywhere in the world, so you just got to be fortunate and grateful for your spot every single day and just work hard.
Be in the right place at the right time, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Scotty, last week in the Green Bay broadcast, they showed Jordan West's family at the very top of the stadium, like way high, and it kind of went viral. And I swear I had heard from other players that that's pretty normal as far as like the visiting players ticket selection goes. Can you explain the process of how that works and if that is kind of the standard across the league?
Yeah, usually that's how it goes. Actually, when we were in Green Bay last year for the playoffs, I remember I had that big touchdown before half, and I remember looking up to my parents. I could hardly see them, up there in the top deck. But that's usually how it goes. I don't know exactly why. I wish our family could sit, right behind us on the bench, But, yep, usually they tuck them away somewhere where we could hardly see them.
Is there any element of seniority, like among, players in your team, like who gets the best tickets among that selection from the team?
Honestly, I don't know exactly. I'm sure Tom could probably get, whatever seats he wants, probably better seats than my parents. But yeah, I don't know. We got people that take care of that, and, so.